strange move on his part.
Now here's Stuckey. Left side, George. Clock at 6 from about 19 feet. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Dragic with it. They set the pick. And here's Vucevic. That one off the back iron and out.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Hill left side. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Bogdanovic. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Bogdanovic has got his first 2 points of the night. To the paint. And the basket by Hill.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Paul George. Indiana trailing here. Stuckey outside. Now the dish to Hill. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Stuckey.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Indiana also making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. And it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey. There's the bucket. Good. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Hill dishes to George. And stolen by Mirotic. Teletovic's shot is good. Teletovic has got his second basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here is George. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Dragic. There's the pick. Now the feed to Bogdanovic. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is George. Down low and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Now that we have a moment, let's see who the best passing teams were in the regular season. Number 1, the Bulls.
You know, sometimes it's tough to give up the ball to a teammate, but the good teams do it. They don't settle for just a good shot. They're looking for the best shot. And these guys have been unselfish all season long.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Chicago. Bielitsa comes in for Mirza Teletovic. In Indiana with the change here, too. Turner's checked in for Allen. Bulls shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And that one falls for Mirotic. And so Mirotic nails both of them.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Inside, here's Turner, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Dragic kicks to Mirotic. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Solomon Hill is out there with Turner. And it's Perkins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pick up by Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Turner loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Turner's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pacers. Now Dragic, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now the Pacers moving it up. Hill passes to Hill. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity, and stolen by Perkins. Outside Hill. Again missing Hill. The Bulls leading by 4. It's Bielitsa. Hill pulls it in. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They set the pick. Pass to Hill. He kicks to Perkins. Indiana moving the ball around. Shots good by Turner.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Hill dishes to Perkins. He nails it, and we're tied up. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Dragic. Mirotic, a screen on Hill. And Mirotic kicks to Pekovic. On to Tacumbo, passes to Pekovic. And the rebound goes to Perkins.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Nikola Pekovic, and Vucevic subbed in for Bielitsa. Stuckey kicks to Hill, and good on the basket. Book it. Hill's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Screen by Nurkic, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Hill sets the screen for Hill. He feeds it to Allen. 14 feet away. Nurkic with the block. Down low. Here's Hill. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Vucevic.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Mirotic. Then for the Pacers, Mahimi comes in for Allen, and George is subbed in for Hill. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bogdanovich dishes to Nurkic. Pass to Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Vucevic down low. He's guarded by Hill. And Vucevic again. Vucevic has got the game tied up here for the Bulls. Outside, George. He dishes it to Hill. Pick up by Hill. Hill sets the screen for Stuckey. Nobody near George. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. George has got his first 3 points of the game. And Bogdanovich kicks to Nurkic, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Well, looking back at the regular season now, at the leaderboard, the highest scoring small forwards. These guys putting up the offense, trying to get their teams to the playoffs. In the third spot, Paul George.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
And the wide open shot from Stuckey. That three off the mark. Bulls trail by 3.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the inside. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Stuckey. Stuckey's got 3 assists tonight.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Dragic. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pick by Vucevic. Dragic the pass to Vucevic. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And the first half comes to a...
Kevin, thank you. Here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy in the building. Checking out the Pacers, they hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls. Antetokounmpo is out there with Meredith Sagittarius. Then there's Dragic, and it's Vucevic, and it's Bogdanovic in at the 2 spot. He used that pick to get in close. 10 points for Vucevic.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Stucking into the lane, inside, Allen, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Vucevic setting the pick for Dragic. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Bulls have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Here's Hill. 5 points in the game. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Chicago on defense. Allen outside. Feeds to Hill. No good off the front iron. Chicago trailing here. Pass to Bogdanovic. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Teletovic. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
On the wing, Stuckey. Pick up by Hill. Changes for Chicago. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Vucevic. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And Mirotic subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey dishes to Allen. That's good. Allen's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Screen by Nurkic to the paint, off the screen, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Hill kicks to Turner. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Hill fires. And the rebound by Nurkic.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
No good from Dragic. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Stuckey outside. And George, here we go. And that one's good. George has got 5 now.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
1:53 left in the third. Dragic the pass to Mirotic. To the inside. Here's Pekovic. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that have the most blocks during the regular season. Second, the Pacers.
You know, they've been dominant thanks to their length and strength and concentration on blocking shots. They knocked a few balls practically out of the arena this season and hope to do the same here in the postseason.
And the Bulls making a change here. Bielitsa's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Mahimi comes in for Lavoy Allen. And it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey. And the basket by Hill.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Bulls trail by 3. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Nurkic is screen on Hill. Back to Nurkic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
The Pacers making a switch here. Perkins is checked in. 4 on the clock. And Bielitsa kicks to Pekovic. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Pacers leading by 3. Hill dishes to Perkins. Hill with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. Perkins with the screen. Hill passes to Perkins. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Mirotic. Puts up the baby hook. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Indiana, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% for the field. George, no good.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Pekovic with a screen on Hill. Bogdanovich dishes to Pekovic. That's good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
George with the bucket. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now off the inbound. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Pacers trail by 8. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Paul George. Solomon Hill is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then there's Lavoy Allen. And it's Hill in at the 5. Down low. Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Bogdanovich has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bulls. Pacers leading by 5. Stuckey kicks to George. Pick up by Hill. George with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Hill. And here's George for 3.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs. Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call. And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case. That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession.
Here's Vucevic. Can't get it to go. Hill with some nice D. Indiana leading. Stuckey outside. Hill against Vucevic. Hill kicks to Hill. 5 to shoot. Hill passes to George. A baseline J. George missing again.
Not the best shot right there with the good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break, and that is good.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the Pacers only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Now the pass to Teletovic. And the Bulls with another miss. Indiana leading by 7. Stuckey with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Hill sets the screen for Hill. To the middle. Antetokounmpo against George. Latre. That doesn't go either for George.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
George dishes to Hill. To the inside. And Rodney Stuckey the bucket on the assist by Hill. And now a 9-point Pacer lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
He gives them a double-digit lead. And the Pacers lead by 11. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And the Pacers call time here. They lead by 9. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. 9 points here for George.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The kick out to Dragic. Teletovic passes to Mirotic. Bulls moving the ball around. Another miss by Dragic. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Outside, George. Wide open look. George missing again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And so here is Indiana. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
There's the dish to Hill. Stuckey setting the pick for Allen. To the paint. Here's George. And Mirotic sends it back.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done here.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Let's do it. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
No good from Dragic. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Tough break there, Kevin, but frankly, they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit anyhow. But luckily, they've got some really solid backup. You hate to see a player DQ, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. And they do it. They'll move on to...
Guys, Paul.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of Paul George. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never... And that'll do it for our coverage of this entertaining Round 1 series.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Well,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. And, of course, the big news, Monte Ellis out, Clark, with the injury.
Kevin, his injury is going to cost him a few games, and in the playoffs, that could be devastating.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Allen, and it's Hill in at the point guard. Now here's Stuckey. Pick up by Hill. Allen kicks to Hill, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Here's Vucevic. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Stuckey, a screen on Dragic. Dragic against Hill. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. On defense, Indiana. And again, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Hill dishes to George. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown, that's good. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Dragic kicks to Bogdanovic. Dragic a screen on Stuckey. And it's Dragic off the drive. It's stolen by Hill. Here's George. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
And so it's Indiana with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. Stuckey outside. Puts it up from 12, and again it's Indiana.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Vucevic. Excellent D there from Hill.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Stuckey passes to Hill. From 10 feet out, and there's Stuckey. That's good on the assist by Hill.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And that one's good. And it's 6 points for Vucevic. Indiana leading. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Vucevic. Bjelica comes in for Meredith Sagittarius. And Mirotic subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here is Hill. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. George, that's a 2-pointer. Indiana again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside Hill. Here's Mahimi. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Mahimi's got his first basket of the night.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Bogdanovic dishes to Mirotic. Pass to Bogdanovic. Poked away. It's stolen by Mahinmi. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Up and in on the layup.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
And Bialic kicks to Pekovic. Short. It's deflected. It's all tied in Chicago. And the second.
Okay, fans.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
We've got Mirotic. Pekovic is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dragic, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And there's the call on Perkins. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
The Bulls shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And that one falls for Mirotic. And so Mirotic nails both of them.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here is Hill. Puts the move on, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swing, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's Hill. After the basket by Nikola Mirotic.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Tries again. Tries again. Hill pulls it in. Indiana trailing here. Stuckey outside. The dish now to Perkins. Dragic against Hill. It's Hill, top the key. Indiana again missing.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Teletovic. Outside Dragic. Here's the screen. And Nurkic has it in the corner. It's deflected. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Hill. It's tipped. Now Dragic. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. Second, the Pacers.
Kevin, their opponents haven't been able to score effectively throughout the regular season because they always seem to have an answer for whatever offense their opponents throw at them.
Chicago making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Hill's checked in. Stuckey against Antetokounmpo. Stuckey drives inside.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And Allen with the block. The Pacers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Outside Hill. Shot to end this cold run. It's all in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his third rebound on the night.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. That's good. Teletovic has got his first 2 points.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
So for the Bulls, Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Bjelica comes in for Mirotic, and Bogdanovic is subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mahimi's checked in for Indiana. Paul George comes in for Rodney Stucker. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 1 in the bucket from Hill.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
1:24 left to play here in the second quarter. Picked by Vucevic. Dragic the pass to Vucevic. It's stolen by Mahimi. And now it's Hill running. He can go all the way. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. And so Pekovic nails both of them.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Outside, George launches a 3. The shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Dragic dishes to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Pekovic with a screen. It's Bjelica. And again, Chicago. No good. Pacers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Bulls have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Vucevic, a screen on Hill. Goes up off the pick. And Vucevic throws it down. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes.
And the first half comes to a close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. What a showing tonight. Taking a look at the Pacers. They hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. That's going to do it for now, as the second half is just...
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup.
Looking at the game for George, he has 8 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Lavoy Allen out there with Hill. And it's George in at the small forward.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And he makes both free throws. And here is Stuckey. outside Hill. Feeds it to George. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. On up the court. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
George sets a screen for Hill. 13 feet away. And George gets it to go. George has got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
He had a nice open look right there. 9 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Allen with the screen for Stuckey. Dishes to George. With Dragic. Looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Chicago making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Vucevic, and Mirotic subbed in for Goran Dragic. Perkins is checked in for Indiana. And George kicks to Perkins, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Hill against Antetokounmpo. Out to Stuckey. Indiana moving the ball over. Perkins with the screen. And here's Hill for 3. Offensive rebound.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And finished off by Mirotic.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the Pacers call time here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. The Bulls leading by 5. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Bielitsa, who's checked in for Chicago. Antetokounmpo against Stuckey. Outside, George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. For Indiana, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And he sinks the second. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Antetokounmpo passes to Bogdanovic. Pekovic with a screen. Bogdanovic dishes to Pekovic. Passes it to Bogdanovic. Out left to the wing. It's Bielitsa. It's good from long range. Bielitsa's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pacers trail by 7. Stuckey kicks to Mahinmi. 54 seconds left in the third. And George, here we go. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Power down with both hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Stuckey. Rebound by Bialica.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
It's stolen by Hill.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Sure. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. George has got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls out front, leading. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Pacers trail by 5. Dragic is out there with Bogdanovic. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Vucevic, and it's Pekovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Hill kicks to George. Rocket 6. Vucevic with the block, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Four on the shot clock. From 13, Hill, no good.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Picked by Vucevic. Mirotic against Hill. And Mirotic kicks to Pekovic. It's stolen by Hill. Now, here's George. The feed to Hill. Allen with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. From 12 feet out. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Dragic the pass to Mirotic. He kicks to Bogdanovic. It's stolen by Hill. It's George on the wing. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Hill dishes to Hill. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 6th assist on the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
It's stolen by Hill. Hill with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. George, no good. Chicago leading. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic, and that one goes long.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
11 feet out, and he hits it. 21 points for Paul George.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Dragic kicks to Bogdanovic. Here's Vucevic. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 10 points and a block.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Nikola Pekovic. And a change for the Pacers. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Solomon Hill. Hill passes to Stuckey.
2 minutes.
To the middle, 5 on the clock. And the shot no good, a bit short.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Here's Bogdanovich, who's guarded by Stuckey. It's stolen by Hill. Here's George. Vucevic with the block. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Mirotic gets the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. His message: don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Nobody near Allen. That ball, nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Dragic dishes to Vucevic. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
.116 left to play here in the fourth. Back to George. To the paint. Here's Hill. It's all in by the Bulls.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from...
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. They needed that bucket desperately.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time, milk the clock a little bit.
Here's Stuckey, kicks it to Hill. Here's Allen, connects.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Dragic. And the pass to Teletovic. He feeds it to Vucevic. Just 4 to shoot. A 3-ball. Off target from downtown.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They do it, they'll move on to round 2. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each...
I'm alongside Paul George and Paul.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo. And that'll do it for our coverage of this entertaining round.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Well,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. And, of course, the big news, Monte Ellis out, Clark, with the injury.
Kevin, when you consider this injury that he has now, I mean, it's pretty clear. He's going to miss the rest of the playoffs.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with LaVoy Allen. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the technical free throw is good. Vucevic dishes to Dragic. And the 3 off target. Now here's Stuckey. Outside, George. Pass to Allen. Here's the screen. Back to George. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. With the clock winding down, and it's Hill with the jam.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
It's stolen by Hill. Dragic against Hill. He feeds it to George. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to speak with Frank Vogel for a minute. I asked him about the difficulty defensively against a team that's so smart and controlled offensively. He said that's a great point. They really do a terrific job of executing their offense. Not a lot of miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And down 1-0 in the season series, guys. We'll see if they can even it up.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, it really makes sense to have their defense poised to deal with the great shooters on the floor tonight.
It really does. If they can't keep the damage done by those guys to a minimum, then it's going to be a long night.
No secret about that. I mean, when they're able to get into a rhythm shooting the ball, they can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry.
Here's Bogdanovich. The three-pointer, no good. For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Hill kicks to George. Here's Hill. Vucevic with the block. Here's Antetokounmpo, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Bulls have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. That free throw, no good.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Outside Hill. George against Antetokounmpo. Tries it from 9. And it's off the back rim. No good. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Bogdanovich. Stolen by George. And now Stuckey running the floor all by himself.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Here's Dragic following the score by Indiana. That's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's George. Hill sets the screen for George. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Antetokounmpo running.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Some changes for Chicago. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Vucevic. Bjelica comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And Mirotic subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Indiana also making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Hill. Turner comes in for Allen. And it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey. Here's Dragic. Paul George making his last shot. This is to Bogdanovic. It's stolen by Hill. Got a piece of it. Feeds it to George. It's hauled in by the Bulls. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Pekovic with the screen for Dragic. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Mirotic, the screen. Rocket 6. The kick out to Dragic. Here's Pekovic, and he gets the bucket. Pekovic has got his first bucket in this one.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And that one's good, George.
Speed and agility, guys. I mean, he went right to the defense and took it to the rim.
Outside Dragic. And we reach the end of the... And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
We've got Jusuf Nurkic. Dragic is out there with Mirotic. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Bjelica in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Hill kicks to Hill. Pass to Stuckey. It's Hill on the wing. Releases. Nurkic with the block. And he recovers it. Here's the 3. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Perkins. Hill's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And stolen by Perkins. Outside Hill. Hill drives in. And he goes right over Mirotic and slams it down.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free rein.
And so here is Indiana after the Bulls pick up 2. Hill, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside Dragic. Mirotic, a screen on Stuckey. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Mirotic's shot is off. Indiana leading by 5. Stuckey kicks to Mahimi. And there's the feed to Perkins. From 11 feet away, shot is off. Dragic with some nice D. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. He dishes it to Mirotic. Passes it to Dragic. Mirotic sets the screen for Dragic. The pass to Bjelica. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Nurkic. Bjelica passes to Nurkic. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Now just a 2-point Indiana lead. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Stuckey. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Hill. Mirotic with it. Now the dish to Nurkic. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Outside Hill. Perkins with the screen for Hill. To the middle. Perkins dishes to Hill. Stuckey outside. He kicks to Hill. Down low. Perkins, the pass to Stuckey. Hill against Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Mahinmi dishes to Hill. Trying to get back on track. Rebound by Bialica. Chicago trailing here. Antetokounmpo kicks to Nurkic. Wide open. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Well, strong defense is obviously a big key to success in the NBA. And these players, the top shooting guards in the steals category in the regular season, gave their teams plenty of that on the way to the playoffs. Second, Rodney Stuckey.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
And at shooting guard is where you'll usually find the team's best defender, and this group illustrates that clearly and perfectly. These fellas play the best on-ball D that you'll see in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Bialica. And it's Bogdanovic in for Antetokounmpo.
Look at the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Picked up by Hill. And George, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Nikola Pekovic.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's Teletovic. Pekovic with a screen. Here's Mirotic. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And so Mirotic nails both of them.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Hill passes to Hill. There's a good screen. Good on the triple. Hill's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Dragic against Hill. To the inside. Here's Mirotic. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, George. And no good trying to get that one. And we're through the first half of basketball here and what's been...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this completely jam-packed arena, taking a look at the Pacers, they hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll...
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup.
A good quarter for Hill. He has 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
On the court for Indiana. Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Paul George is out there with Allen. And it's Hill in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Tillers checked in for Indiana. That one drops. He ties it up. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Outside Hill. Kicks it to George. It's back to Hill. Outside, George. Offline with his three. George has gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Antetokounmpo dishes to Vucevic. The shot from the low post is good. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Hill. It's back to Hill. Turner with a screen for Hill. To the middle from 11 feet away. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Turner's got it all tied up now for Indiana. And here's Dragic. They set the pick. Dishes it to Teletovic. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by Hill. Outside, George. Left side, Turner. Pass to Hill. Turner with a screen for Hill. That three off the mark.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And the officials whistle a foul on this shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Chicago making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Mirza Teletovic. And Bjelica in for Antetokounmpo. Mahinmi's checked in for Indiana. Now here's Dragic. Screen by Nurkic. Pass to Bjelica. 6 to shoot. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Bulls have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Free throw drops for Vucevic. And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Stuckey kicks to George. Nurkic with the block. Here's Bjelica looking for his first basket still in this one. Bogdanovic passes to Nurkic. Feeds it to Bogdanovic. Nurkic a screen on George. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic dishes to Vucevic. And yes, sir, that one drops. Vucevic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Stuckey gets to Turner. Takes the Turner on Jay. Can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Bogdanovic passes to Dragic. But he stays with it. Another shot. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got 5 assists tonight. Pacers trail by 3. And the Pacers call time here.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control. Whoa! And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that you know, just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
Outside for George. Releases from the wing and drills it. George has got 11 points. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Stuckey against Dragic. There's the screen. Now the feed to Vucevic. He dishes it to Pekovic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Pekovic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George dishes to Hill. Hill sets the screen for Stuckey. 6 on the shot clock. And George, here we go. And he gets it to go. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Pekovic with a screen on Stuckey. Dragic. Here's Bogdanovic. Can't convert after the good screen.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks back.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. Now George, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls. Bogdanovic out there with Mirotic. And there's Pekovic. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 slot. And Mirotic kicks to Antetokounmpo. The pass to Pekovic. Here's Teletovic. 4 on the clock. Back to Pekovic. It's stolen by Allen. Now the Pacers moving it up to tie it up. Hill, no good. Chicago leading. Pekovic passes to Antetokounmpo. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Bogdanovic dishes to Teletovic. Clock at 6. And it's Pekovic missing.
You know what? His finishing ability not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Mirotic. The dish to Bogdanovic. Now here is Mirotic. Pekovic with the screen for Mirotic. Down low. Pekovic passes to Teletovic. Buried from 15 feet out. Teletovic has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Bulls. Pacers trail by 4. There's the pick. Outside Hill. It's Allen on the wing. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Pekovic with a screen. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Kicks to Allen. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Pass to Pekovic. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He kicks to Dragic. Pekovic with a screen on him. And it's Dragic off the drive. And there's Pekovic. That one's good on the assist by Dragic. And that's now 6 points for Nikola Pekovic.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 3. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Checked in for Nikola Pekovic. The Pacers also with a sub. Stuckey's checked in. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Fires from 14. They get it back. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
It's George on the wing. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Vucevic dishes to Dragic. Back to Vucevic. Stuckey against Dragic. He feeds it to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. And that one is hammered home.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Goes up off the inbound, and the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Hill.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Dragic against Hill. And Vucevic kicks to Teletovic. It's tipped. Vucevic to the pass to Teletovic. And Dragic has it in the corner. And there's the 3-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Hill dishes to George. Indiana moving the ball around. Hill, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish. Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Hill. Left side George. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Mark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
It's stolen. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And here is Hill. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. He connects.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not. And that'll do it for our coverage of this entertaining round.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Round two.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. We'll see Atlanta and Chicago. A look at Chicago. It all comes down to this. A well-fought series so far, but only one team will walk away victorious.
And this is the payoff for the work you put in during the regular season, getting to play this deciding game in your own building. And these fans, I'm telling you, are ready to carry.
Man, and how far... fortunate are we to be a part of something like this? I mean, come on, this is playoff drama at its highest level. The way these two teams have battled, it just felt all along like this series was destined to go the distance.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. Now here's Horford. The Hawks working the ball around. Clock at 4. Here's Teague. Connects on the 17-footer.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now here's Teague. After the miss from Vucevic. The 3 from Cephalosha. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Cephalosha's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Dragic. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dishes it to Cephalosha. Will set a screen. Cephalosha kicks to T. A 3-pointer off the mark. Atlanta on D. Antetokounmpo passes to Dragic. To the paint. Rebound Atlanta.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close. Outside Teague. Tries to save it and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Number 1, Nikola Vucevic. Meredith is checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 1. Dragic, and it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Vucevic. Korver, good.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Dragic dishes to Teletovic. The feed to Pekovic. And yes, sir, that one drops. Pekovic has got his first points of the game.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Teague with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good from Horford on the assist by Teague. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Dragic gets the bucket.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Teague kicks to Cephalosha. He dishes it to Millsap. Feeds it to Cephalosha. Picked by Horford. Passes it to Teague. Outside for Korver. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the opposing defense and open things up by using their ability to knock down long-range shots. Success from the perimeter will translate to success on the inside. Those were his words to me, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
I definitely can appreciate their approach with the 3-ball.
Here's Teague after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. On the wing, Korver. He feeds it to Cephalosha. Here's Horford. Cannot hit. Now Chicago takes it the other way. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Dragic the pass to Teletovic. Here's Bogdanovic. Off the left rim and out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Now here's Teague. And there's the pass to Horford. And it's Horford again missing. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Got a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
You know, our attitude approaching the game.
Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. Right. So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a ways.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
We've got Nikola Mirotic. Bjelica is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Vujacic. And it's Hezonja in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bulls. Picked by Horford to the inside. It's Solomon to Kumbo. To the inside. Bjelica. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bjelica's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls. Shooter kicks to Hardaway. Picked by Horford. Pass to Scott. Nurkic with the block. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That's good from Scott. Scott hits them both. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Hezonja. Screen by Nurkic. Shot off the pick. Atlanta with the rebound. Horford's got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's Prince on the wing. Rebound by the Bulls.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Nurkic, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Schroeder. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's the screen. Here's Horford. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Vujacic. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bulls lead by 2. The Hawks have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Shooter kicks to Scott. And that one is stuffed right through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Antetokounmpo against Prince. Antetokounmpo passes to Hezonja. Here's Marjanovic. Inside. Bjelica. Rebounded by the Hawks. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Prince. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. goes on to Tecumbo. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Chicago making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Bialica. Bogdanovic comes in for Hezonja. And it's Dragic in for Sasha Vujacic. And then for Atlanta, Paul Millsap's checked in for Horford. Cephalosha comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Rebounded by Cephalosha.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Goran Dragic fourth.
Well, it's great to see guys step up to the added pressure of the postseason and deliver big numbers. Not only for him, but his teammates. Anybody that distributes the ball the way he does helps his team and himself.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pekovic against Millsap. Pekovic dishes to Dragic. 4 on the shot clock. Leans from outside. That's short off the rim.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
Matt, no luck.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Mac. Here's Bogdanovic. And it's Dragic off the drive. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Dragic has got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago. And here is Cephalosha. Scott with the screen on Mirotic. Kicks it to Millsap. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mirotic. Millsap with the steal.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
Now Korver, he has 6. Millsap left side. 4 seconds left. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Dragic, no good. It's up.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy. Looking at the Bulls, they hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll...
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
And how about the opening half of basketball he played? I mean, so much riding on this game, and he came out with a sense of urgency to start.
And that's part of his greatness. I mean, in big games, he always performs, lays it out. He loves the games where everybody's watching, and you can see why. This is a big-time performance.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position. Teague gets to Millsap. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Chicago leading. The dish to Bogdanovic. Good. Bogdanovic has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Picked by Horford. Korver. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. 8 points in the game for Kyle Korver.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Dishes it to Teletovic. From 11 feet away, and the bank shot is good. Korver's got the game tied up here for Atlanta. Bulls shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Dragic. They set the screen. Down low, Millsap with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks for the lead. And Horford with the lay-in. And the Hawks lead by 2.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Atlanta also making some changes here. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Cephalosha. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Picked by Horford. Here's Prince, and it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Prince has got his first basket of the night.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. To the paint. Here's Horford, and he gets it to go. Horford's got 6.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Schroeder with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Picked by Horford. Hardaway passes to Horford. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Chicago. Iritic comes in for Bielitsa. Scotty's checked in for Atlanta. Mack comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Here's Azania. Screen by Nurkic. There's the 3. Azania's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Mack dishes to Hardaway. That's good. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Nurkic the pass to Azania. There's 38 seconds left in the third. And now running it up the court, Mack pushing it up. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
And Pekovic kicks to Vujicic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Vujicic has got 4 points this quarter.
The offense is clicking for him this half. Absolutely clicking. I mean, everything on point and on target.
here's Schroeder. He kicks it to Horford. Misses from close range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
We're at the end of the third. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Chicago trailing here. Dragic is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Hawks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Schroeder kicks to Scott. Mirotic grabs the miss.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Teague against Dragic. Teague dishes to Scott. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Scott's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the Hawks?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Vucevic with the block. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Dragic kicks to Teletovic. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight. There is just no way, Clark, to tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Clark, that's a great point. When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Atlanta calls timeout. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart." Guys?
Bulls making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Cephalosha's checked in. Vucevic the pass to Dragic. Over to the left wing. And the Bulls, another 3.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
The 3 from Korver. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Just a great battle these two teams are waging here today.
Boy, it sure is, and I'm getting the sense that this game could end up being decided by just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
They set the pick to the inside. Antetokounmpo dishes to Bogdanovich. Bulls moving the ball around. Good. 6 points for Vucevic.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Bogdanovich. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Scott. Rebound by the Bulls.
And you know what? He's just not on this game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Kick by Vucevic. And Bogdanovich kicks to Vucevic. Dragic the pass to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Dragic. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Korver. From 10 feet out. And it's Teague. That time on the assist by Korver.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Really, Greg, just shows you the toughness and determination this man has. Impressive.
Dragic kicks to Vucevic. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Scott. Atlanta's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from 3-point land in the ball game. Korver dishes to Teague. Here's Scott, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Scott's got 4 points in the quarter. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Teague. And he overshot that one, missing. Now Chicago has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
The feed to Scott. He dishes it to Millsap.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Dragic against T. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Atlanta making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within 2 here.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game. And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making it.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Dragic kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the Bulls with another miss. That's it. They've won the series.
Well, Al, plenty of bat.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present Jeff Teague. He's not always known to make the big headlines or get a lot of media attention, but he does. So that's the finale of this round 2 series of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Round 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. Take a look at the Bulls. The good news is they'll enjoy home court advantage for this, the deciding game.
And a long season comes down to this. 2 teams enter, only one will advance, but their work in the regular season has given them home court advantage, and that is a huge edge.
This is one of the most charged up arenas I've ever been in here today. I mean, absolutely off the charts, fantastic. And I'll bet the players are even more excited than the fans, but they've got to idle down that excitement and get focused and composed to play their best.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. Here's Bogdanovic. Feeds it to Teletovic. Offline with his 3.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Korver gets a wide open look, and the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Dragic. Pass to Bogdanovic. Off the pick. And again, Chicago. No good. Teague with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Teague drives in. He's looking for Horford and finds him. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Teague dishes to Cephalosha. Back to Teague. Cephalosha's shot is good. Cephalosha's got his first bucket of the night.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And the basket by Horford.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Back to Vucevic. No good, unable to end this run.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
T kicks to Horford. Teletovic grabs the board.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Now here's Dragic. The wide open look here for Vucevic. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
That drops.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And a chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Vucevic. Bjelica comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Mirotic is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Hezonja in for Bogdanovic.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Here's Hezonja. Trains it from beyond the arc. Hezonja's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Scott. In the corner, Hardaway with it. There's a screen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hardaway has got his first points of the game.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Outside Dragic. To the middle. Hardaway with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws of the night, and he knocks down the first one. Bulls making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Schroeder. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Picked by Horford. Up in time. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And that can...
Okay,
thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague, and it's Thabo Sefolosha. Then it's Mike Scott, and it's Millsap, and at the power forward. And that one's good. Schroeder's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Hawks.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Now here's Schroeder. Outside Teague. The pass to Scott. 16 feet away, and he's able to get it back. Just 5 on the clock. Millsap a screen. Takes a 3. Scott, good. Scott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Mirotic. Teague up top, covered by Vujicic. Teague kicks to Millsap. Rebound by the Bulls.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Passes to Hazania. Pass to Bielitsa. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Boy, he blew the easy two by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Pass to Hazania. And Mirotic has it in the corner. It's stolen by Teague. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. He kicks to Millsap. Tries from 7. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Millsap's got 5 points so far. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Vujicic. Number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. It's Bielitsa. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Millsap. Hawks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Teague drives in, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Hazania following the bucket by the Hawks. Schroeder kicks to Sefolosha. The lead pushed to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Here's Hazania. He's got 5, and that one's good. Vujicic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Al Horford, he's checked in for Scott. Prince comes in for Sefolosha. Hardaway's checked in for Teague. And Max subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Bulls trail by 7. 54 seconds left to play here in the half. Dragic with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Bogdanovic kicks to Pekovic. There's Dragic with the three. Millsap grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 7.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dragic the pass to Teletovic. Dishes to Bogdanovic. He feeds it to Pekovic. Kicks it to Bogdanovic. Fires the three. That's good. Bogdanovic has got 5 now. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Hawks lead by 6.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
So 1 half completed in this round 2 conference. Looking at the Hawks, they put themselves in decent shape to grab that all-important Game 1 victory. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.